A lawsuit that could impact public schools in Missouri.
I don't want to live in some biomedical security state.
The battle over masks and how the White House got involved. Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmitt filed a lawsuit today pushing to stop school districts from enforcing mask mandates. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Bush.
And I'm Ann Allred. Our Holden Kerwicki spoke with the Attorney General and local health officials about what the lawsuit could mean for the state. And he joins us live. Holden.
Well, and the suit itself actually names Columbia Public Schools, but since it's a class action suit, it could actually impact as many as 50 different districts statewide. While Republicans have long advocated for school boards to have local control, Schmitt says this takes things a step further.
School is back in session, and parents like Jarrett Pillsbury and Annie Quigley say it's time for kids to mask up.
We're all in favor of universal masking.
Every kid has a right to in-person learning the safest way.
Their kids are in the Francis Howell district, which requires kids 6th grade and below to wear a mask. But there's already a problem.
We are aware of a quarantine case in one of my children's classes.
So there just isn't any indication by way of science or any real studies, widespread studies, that masking is really effective.
The CDC and American Academy of Pediatrics say that kids should wear a mask in school.
You know, we've had schools in Missouri open during the highest surges of the pandemic back in the wintertime, and schools operated safely.
But Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmitt is suing to block local districts from making masks mandatory.
This is about returning control to parents and to families to make those important decisions.
Since the start of the pandemic, more than 100,000 Missouri teens have tested positive for COVID, but Schmitt pointed out that only 5 died.
There's a very, very low risk of contraction, transmission, and serious illness related to kids.
You know, when did not dying become the bar here that we're going for?
Schmitt says he isn't anti-mask.
I fundamentally have an objection to the forced masking of our kids.
However, some are questioning if he's simply playing politics.
The Attorney General is obviously running for a Senate spot, and I think that this is a ploy to widen his base.
It's very opportunist, and unfortunately a lot of good people have the potential to be hurt in the process.
Attorney General Schmitt told me that he is hoping to expedite this case since school is already in session, but he did admit to me it could be weeks before this case is actually heard by a judge. Reporting live in downtown St. Louis, Holden Kerwicki, 5 on your side.
The White House also chimed in regarding Schmitt's lawsuit, denouncing his move to stop schools from enacting mask mandates.
The president thinks that's completely unacceptable, and he has asked his Secretary of Education and directed, I should say, his Secretary of Education to use all his authority to help those school districts doing the right thing to ensure every one of their students has access to a fundamental right of safe in-person learning.
White House officials believe the lawsuit puts more kids at risk.